It was that
Mhm.
Come On Everybody in
Yes.
Bushwick, and it was a drag show. It was a benefit for Jamaica Hurricane Relief. And
Nice.
Detoxx was like talking about baiting and gooning, and the girls were living for it. And then she goes like, if anybody is like a baiter in the audience, something like that, like come on up. And then she she brought me up, and she was like, "Goon for the girls," and I was like, eh. It was so stupid. But the girls were living. They were like, "Oh
You showed
Lord."
them your best winning face.
I did a little too well. I think I put my
Um,
cards out on the table for the girls.
And actually, I realized all of this prepping and my phone needs to be charging. So let me do that
Oh
right now.
plug it in.
yeah.
Oh, girl, the girls are not prepared today, honey. The girls are
I
not
thought they
prepared.
were.
Little girl.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it, little girl. The trade, honey, the
Oh.
trade has their phone uncharged, raw dogging it.
Hello,
Mm-hmm.
hello, everyone. Hola, mientes. It is me, DetoxxBustiAE, and we are back for another review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 5. And today I am joined by my special puppy, which is...
Christian Rez.
And we also have another special puppy. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
¿Qué lo que mi gente? Yo soy Francisco, and I cannot wobble this opportunity.
So, are you guys excited about this week's episode?
Yes. Oh my God. It was such a good episode.
Oh,
So excited.
I'm still feeling a little bit sad for Miss Breyer, because girl, and you know why I'm feeling sad? Because her passing out with that hole is gonna haunt her for the rest of her life.
Oh my
For the
God. I
rest of
know.
her life. It was really bad just watching that firsthand. I felt really bad for her. I thought she was great entertainment, so she's definitely going to be missed.
Agreed. Yeah. That hole is
Right?
definitely it left a hole in her pants and a hole in her hearts for sure. But she will be missed. Her drama was very pointed and iconic. And yeah, her shady ass will be missed.
We love you, Miss Briar Blush. So anyway, so we cut back to seeing the girls walking in from the elimination of Miss Briar Blush. Right off the bat, we can see that the girls are feeling the pressure, honey, of this competition, especially Miss Kenya.
Mm-hmm. Yes. From the jump, Kenya feels like she has to pull it together, right? She's already like, I've been in the bottom twice. Miss Kenya is really feeling the pressure now. She's like, okay, this is no time to play games. I have to come correct from now on.
Absolutely. And it makes sense that after a few queens go home, a fire lit under them. So it's time to turn it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
For
the
sure.
fire is being turned up. Yeah, the girls are feeling the pressure.
Yes, for sure. And I think the girls are starting to see Miss Vita as a threat now, coming out of her win from last episode. I think they're looking at Miss Vita now like, okay, she's not showing everything. She's not showing all her cards, that she has more to offer. And they're, she's like silent but deadly, and they're starting to see that about her.
They're definitely wondering if it's just looks, if she has more up her sleeve, and it's probably time to show it up since we're going to the talent show. So they're, I'm sure, excited, but mostly scared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
Mostly
We didn't know
scared.
there was going to be a talent show yet. Well, word. What I was going to say, well, we will definitely see if Vita is up for the challenge. If she's given more.
Yes, for
So
sure.
that is crazy. So we also see that the girls keep on poking at Athena, and they see that it's really getting to her. Like, did you guys notice that?
Yeah. They love to poke fun at Athena. Somebody said it later in the episode that like it's just so easy to press her buttons. But I think the girls love her. You know, I feel like they're starting to, even though Athena came in being like the senior, you know what I mean? Like the experienced queen, even though they all are. But I think they see Athena kind of like as a baby sister that they could tease, you know, because it's so easy.
Absolutely. She has the experience to back it up. So she definitely takes herself seriously, and the queens have a lot of fun with that.
Hmm.
Right. And I think if I was there too, I'll probably be poking at Athena just because I'm like, girl, you are mother. Queen of Mykonos. Sounds like I'll be poking at you as well.
Apparently.
So, anyways, the girls got out of drag. They're feeling the pressure, and we cut to the next day. We see the girls walk back in to the workroom, and right on the back, I'm giving Disco so much points because she was wearing a yellow sweater, and if you guys know, yellow is my favorite color. And she was like, "I'm
Yeah.
wearing
Yes,
the," and she was like, "I'm wearing the yellow because I want to be bright. I want to be different." I'm like, "Our girl really though?"
I know. They're trying to make her seem like brighter, you know. They're teasing her because they're like, girl, somebody said she looked like Wednesday Addams. So I think Discord is starting to be like, okay, maybe I have to change it up too a little bit.
absolutely. Time to show more personality using color for now, and hopefully we see it on her walk too.
Yeah.
Well,
She can't be wearing
spoiler
black
alert,
and
it
white forever.
wasn't, right?
She was still given
So,
the same thing anyway. So
Ooh,
so we're cutting over to we see the rules came back up. And did you guys notice what number were we at for this rule?
17.
Good job. You get a doggy treat. uh, so yeah, so we're at number 17. And I swear to God, these numbers mean something. Like they definitely mean something.
I hope there is, because I cannot understand if we're counting up or down, left or right,
I don't
and if
know.
it matters at all.
As we are seeing, Miss RuPaul is walking down in that beautiful shirt, and right away as she comes down, she tells the queens to get ready for the Rate a Queen talent show. Which I was like, when RuPaul said it's time for the Rate a Queen's talent show, I was like, wait, we're already like a good way into the season already. We're doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's time. It's time for the Raider Queen. Miss RuPaul said it's time for Raider Queen. You know, I'm honestly surprised that they brought it back. Um, I thought that that was just gonna be like a special tournament, special and honestly, I wasn't that much of a fan of it anyway. I was like, why? It felt like it was like sucking up airtime. I was like, I don't know how effective this is. But they brought it back in and clearly it's meant to stir the girls up a little bit.
Ah, no, I disagree.
I've always thought that Raider Queen and any challenge or situation where they get to rate and or pick themselves is a good opportunity to see where they think they're standing. So it's always interesting to see. I like it when it's brought in early in the season just to see if that ranking is gonna match with the ending result of the season. But I think it's a great time to bring it up and just see them fight over it. It's always
Right.
exciting.
But they're never
Yeah.
really the girls are not always honest when they do rate the queen either. When they
They're
rate it, I
not.
mean, theoretically it's supposed to be like choose your tops and bottoms, but they're not always honest.
See, because it's all about alliances, right? It's who I like. Do I like this person? Do I see for this person? And I think that's why
Hmm.
also low key I don't like the Raider Queen system, but I like the talent show portion because now we're gonna get to see all of the girls show their talent, right?
Hmm.
Oh, so another quick part that RuPaul told the girls. RuPaul said that it's gonna be split up into 2 weeks. So we're gonna have one team on one week, and then the other queens are gonna go the following week. Which I think this is a
Thank
good
God.
strategy because, yeah, I think this is a good strategy because, we don't have to focus on seeing so many people and so many different queens. We get to
Yeah.
focus on like a few key ones. I was like, okay, well, Paul, I see what you're doing, honey.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like I think that's a great thing. That way, I hate when the episodes are like crammed up with too much information. Like, let us enjoy. all the runways. Let us enjoy everybody's talent. I don't want to see like I hate when the runways are like 2 seconds each. Oh my god. I want to look at the outfit.
It's less overwhelming, and it's definitely more opportunity um, to see different acts. If you have all of them together, we're gonna see all the dancing queens, all the queens are gonna have their track, and it's just gonna feel repetitive at some point.
Mhm.
So I feel that splitting it up helps not just the queens but the audience as well.
No,
I
I
agree.
I 100% agree as well. So now that the girls have to split up, RuPaul also tells them that they need to figure out which week they're going. If they want to go the first week or the second week. And I feel like this is also putting a little bit of pressure on them. And at the same time, we saw that Ms. Vita, because she won the challenge from last week, she is going to be going whichever week she wants. And I almost feel a little bit
Mm.
nervous with some other girls. Like, when you guys think about the talent show, would you want to go the first week or the second week?
I think I want to go the second week because I want to like size the girls up first and then see like how much I have to amp it up or not. And then see how like you get a little bit of a test run by observation. Some girls feel differently. What do you think, Francisco?
I'm glad we wouldn't go on the same week. I wouldn't have to compete with you because I will want to go on the first week. If by any chance my number is similar to anybody else's, I'm not going to be judged after them. So I will be the first one to bring what I'm bringing. And, everybody's going to have to measure up to that. So definitely first week queen.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
So
I
you want to go
agree.
first.
See,
Okay.
I would want to go in the first week too because I'm like, I want to just get it done. And like Francisco said, I want to put my talent out there so anybody else who comes after who's doing like kind of what I'm doing is going to be like, oh, but Detoxx did that better, right? So I
Mm,
probably Francisco would be in the same group, but this is the
okay.
trick though. So if you're in the first group, then the other group is watching, but they're the ones that's going to be rating the queen, and the following that's when it switches. And I think this is where it does get shady because if I think that somebody's not going to rate me high, then when next week comes, I'm not going to rate them high either. Right. So we cut over to the couch where the girls are trying to figure out which day they want to go. And, right off the bat, Jane is saying why she hates Rita Queen. She's like, I did not come to be judged by these other queens. I came to be judged by Rupaul and the judges. And, I kind of feel the same way because I'm like, yeah, I came to this competition not to be judged by y'all itches because I know you're not going to do it fair, especially if y'all jealous of me. Like, I want Miss RuPaul to tell me I am good. Like, how would you guys feel about that?
I mean, I see where Jane is coming from. At the end of the day, I'm also like, you gotta suck it up. Like, these girls are judging you whether the critiques matter or not. Like, the judgment is there. They're doing it without your permission anyway. So, you might as well show the girls what you're made of. That's how I feel. Like, my type of attitude is like, okay, girl, well, you're gonna have your opinion, and I'm gonna show the fuck out and show you why my name is Anita Cerveza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's all about strategy. And before we start talking about strategy, there was one thing that really got me rolling. It was when Jane said that again, she came to be judged by the judges RuPaul and not a bunch of queens from Florida who can't read. And I was like, oh, shots fired.
Well,
um,
it's true.
That was very brave to say with so many Florida queens.
I know.
right? Right? But Jade was like, girl, I don't give a damn. But anyways, throughout this process, we see the girls start talking about like strategy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And something that the girls are starting to play now is a little bit of strategy. We start to see like the girls are looking around the room. They're starting to see, okay, like these girls are gonna rate me. And so far, we've got Vita already saying that she sees Ciara as a threat because she's very, very creative. She thinks out of the box, she says, and she's already like, that girl's the one to look out for. So I think Vita's already placing her somewhere in the hierarchy when she thinks about voting.
And moving on to Ciara. So, after the girls start talking about alliance, everyone starts, trying to say what they're gonna do, and right away, Sierra's like, "I'm gonna read a poem," and I was like, "Bitch, what?"
Do you guys remember that scene from the Cinderella that was produced by Whitney Houston with Brandy in it? And the stepsister was like the stepmother is like, "So what are you guys gonna do to get the attention of the prince?" And one of the stepsisters goes, "I'm gonna write a poem." And she goes, "A poem? What's wrong with that?" That's what this made me feel like. She was like, "A
Right.
poem?"
So, like, how do you, Francisco? How do you think about her doing a poem? Like, what do you think of this idea? Like, is it good?
I think that's a choice. This could go either way, good or bad, and we're gonna have to wait and see because I am very intrigued to know if this is gonna work out for her.
Right. And so I have to take it back. Let me not be shady, but actually, like, there are queens out there who do like spoken word talents and who actually do poems. And there's a queen in New York City. Her name is Satanya Face. I'm gonna put her picture somewhere in here. She's a queen in New York City that does live spoken word poetry in her drag numbers, and I'm like, okay, go off. And I think she has a book out, so go follow her on social media and get her book.
Word.
So we see that the girls have made a choice on which week they want to go. So on week 1, who's going on week 1 again?
Okay, so on week 1, we have Sierra Mist, Juicy Dion, Nini Coco, Darlene Mitchell, Vita Von Teese, and Mia Starr.
For week 2, we will have Discord Adams, Jane Don't, Kenya Pleaser, Mikey Mix, and Athena Deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, work. So these both weeks are a little like they got some strong competition. Like,
Mm-hmm.
which week, knowing now that we see who's going when, which week would you guys would have wanted to go on? Francisco, we're gonna start with you.
I'm gonna change it up now, and I will go second week. That was a lot of dancers on that first week. So even if my number is a dance routine or not, it's gonna be compared to all of those. And from what we know so far, those are the dancing divas that are gonna bring it. So it will be scary to be in the first week for me.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, there would be two things I would be thinking about. I would be thinking about like who lives for me. Like which of the girls, like which team of girls, like what the most queens live for me, and I want to go on the opposite side. I'm also going to
Okay.
think about like where are all the dancing queens, and listen, I know I'm fierce, so I'm not afraid to go up against these bitches, but I want the dancer queens to vote for me. I don't want to be in their group. I want all the dancer queens to live for me in the other group and be like, yes, bitch, go off and pick me to be higher. So
Okay, work.
that would be my
Yeah,
strategy.
I also think I would want to go with week 2, and because like there's just too much dancing competition. But again, remember, this is strategy. So I would also do the same thing what you're doing, Christian. Like, I figure out which one of the queens am I keying with are my sisters, and go on opposite side and make these deals and be like, yeah, I'm gonna put you in the top, put me in the top,
Yeah.
which I think all the girls are doing that right now. So, anyways, we cut to the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race. I always love it when they do the fashion photo review and they're like, I'm gonna copy that. But anyways, we see RuPaul walks down the runway. What do you guys
Yes.
think of RuPaul's look?
You know, we always live for Miss Mamas. She's just fabulous. I love her little number. It's very colorful. You know, she always has a cute like cut of the dress. I wanted the wig to be a little bit bigger, honestly. I wanted a little bit of a bigger
Mm-hmm.
hair. Besides that, everything is flawless.
I'm gonna
Okay.
quote my partner. Raven was definitely scheduled for this episode. Mama Ru looked exquisite. She looked great.
We said that, what was it?
Yes,
Like, I think
yes,
on
for
our
sure.
second episode. You know, second episode, we're
Oh
like,
Lord.
we knew that like Raven was gone, but Raven is back.
Yeah.
She was on
Yeah.
PTO.
You could tell. You can I think you could really tell, like, when it's not Raven. It's just so she has
Yeah.
a certain style.
Actually, for me, I hated the hair on RuPaul. I also was not a fan of that dress. I think the only thing I liked on it was the silver piece that went up the side that looked like a belt. That was like the only part I liked on that dress
I didn't even catch that.
because you weren't paying
Mm.
attention.
I
You got to
like
pay
Girl, I
it,
guess
attention.
not.
I hated it.
but
So
he
we
gave
cut
it a
over
futuristic twist.
Hmm.
we cut over to Michelle, and I'm like, okay, Michelle, I live for this little dress. You're doing a little switch up with some red,
Yes. Michelle looks good in red. She's
Definitely
giving
her
Carmen
color.
Sandiego.
right? And then we have Miss Bossy Rossi. I was like, okay, giving me soft masculine glam. And then we
Looking
have
pretty
Miss
normal.
Zara. What's her name? Zara
Zara
Larson.
Larsson.
Sarah Larson.
I don't
Hmm.
really know who
She
she
looked
is.
cute. I think she was looking cute and bubblegum cute. Why, you didn't think so?
She looked amazing.
Really?
Her
Yeah,
hair
I thought.
was huge. She was
Yeah.
ready for the stage. She looked great.
Yes.
I thought she looked like every straight girl who goes to a drag brunch to celebrate their bachelor party. That's exactly what she looks like. She's like, yeah, I'm here to have fun. Woo."
She is here to have fun. Miss
And you
No,
would
but
know
Thing with a
about that.
margarita in her bag.
right? Because like when I saw her, I was like, I've seen you at brunch. I've seen you at those drag cabarets. Like he's like, yeah, it's my
Hmm.
bachelor party. Woo."
She was definitely in drag.
Yes,
Yes.
but that straight girl at the brunch drag. That's type of drag.
At
I
least
would
she
put some
had big
glitter.
hair.
It
At
was
least she
huge. I
had
loved
that.
her.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, anyways,
We're living
so
to
we
Miss
see that.
Zara. You're not.
So,
All right.
anyways, moving on right along, we see
Yeah.
that the girls are all doing the runway. So we thought it was only a few of them going to do the runway, but I guess we're going to talk about all of them. So the
Okay.
category for this week is Not Today Satin. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, I wonder if they're paying Bianca Del Rio some coins for using her catchphrases.
Right. They were like, no, bitch, you get nothing.
First, on the runway, we have Miss Ciara Mist.
Mm.
I honestly I did not like this walk. Her walk was giving me, girl, now I see why you've been doing your ookie spooky kooky walk, because your walk is as bad as this horse. Um, but actually, I loved her face, her makeup, her hair. It was really nice,
Yeah.
and I liked the black bodysuit that she had on with the accent of the red dress. I just don't think it's something that she normally wears, so it kind of was a little off for me. But either way, I gave her a Busti-AE.
Hmm. Yeah, I think she gets a Busti-AE for me too. I was living for the mug. I was living for her little her like Satan crown. Her outfit was Satin Satan. That was what she titled it. And I think she accessorized it nice. I think her like blending is beautiful. The gown is like middle tier for me. I feel like I've seen her wear more intricate things. Like eventually, what she wears for her talent was way more intricate, but she still gets a bustier for me.
I also really liked her face, her makeup and hair were incredible. It was definitely a little bit of a twist from what we're used to seeing in her, just like her dress. I must say that when I saw her, what struck to my eyes was the leather more than the satin. It was stronger. So
Hmm.
for me, it was a boosty meh.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah,
the girls are shady. The girls
get
are shady.
into it.
Right on the back, she was like, "It's a
She
Busti
looked great
meh."
up here, though. I really liked
Yes,
it.
the neck up was flawless for sure.
Okay.
Next up, on the runway, we have Juicy Love Dion. It was wonderful. It looked great. I love the combination of color. It was clear satin to me, but knowing how difficult this fabric is, she did a lot with it. Or the designer that worked on it, to give credit where it's due. So
Mhm.
I thought it was absolutely beautiful. She looked great. The hair makeup went with it. It's a Busti-AE for me.
Okay, work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a Busti-AE for me as well. Listen, the gown is beautiful. The construction is beautiful. I don't think there's anything bad to say about this look at all. I think head to toe she looks flawless.
Um, so I also like this look, and trend alert, it appears nobody knows how to walk in their outfit. Because I don't know if you guys caught it when she was walking, it was like,
I think it's hard. I think the
yeah,
girls brought a lot of these looks to wear as like photo shoots, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
I think there are just some outfits that were not made for walking, and this is probably one of them.
right. So I
They look
also give,
heavy.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I also give her a boosty A, but, and there's a big but, which I don't think y'all caught it. Did y'all notice the wig that she was wearing in this outfit was the same wig that she wore on the runway for last week?
Yes, it
Y'all did
was.
I
it?
didn't
Oh,
catch that,
okay.
but
I
yeah,
didn't either.
And I was
the
like,
finger waves.
you lit girl. Like, literally, it was the same wig because I was just like, uh,
I mean, could she have borrowed
no,
another queen's wig? Yeah. Could she have,
right?
you know?
And you know what I think happened? I think she had brought that wig for that particular look. And then when they had to do the design challenge, that threw them off. And she knew that it
She
was
was
like a
like,
Rihanna or
fuck.
whatever. She was like, I'm going to grab that wig. But mama, not 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So, how many times is acceptable to wear a wig during the season?
Ooh,
Well,
that's a
not
great
on the runway
question.
for the same time. There should be different wigs.
I
Each
think it's because it
episode.
was back to back. If it wasn't back to
Yes.
back, I don't think you would feel the same way.
I probably
She
would.
needed to mix it up.
Right? But knowing me, I'd be like,
You
ooh, let me
might
put
feel the
this
same
on
way,
one out again.
Detoxx, because you're a shady bitch. But
Wow, I feel like you guys are ganging up on me. Is this like a Latino gang up on me?
we're gang banging up on you.
Nothing but love.
Oh.
You know you look
Okay.
weird. Okay. Next up on the runway, we have Nini Coco in this beautiful choral situation we got going on. Another bustier for me. Similar critiques for me for what I had for Juicy. I don't think there's anything bad to say about this outfit. I think she looks stunning in it, and her face is immaculate. Immaculate. I love the like tropical coral reef theme she got going on. What do you guys think? Bustier for me.
I I hated it. I hated it.
Oh,
It looked super messy, and I was like, "Girl, like, just give me like you cut in frame chunk
no.
this out." It's a
No.
boosty,
She said coral bleaching.
right?
I did not like it either.
Bitch,
I
I'm
looked at the
gassed.
dress, and not only was there a lot going on, but I saw velvet. I don't know about you guys. Yes, I know the
Mhm.
satin was there, but this is a velvet dress, and that's all I could see. Again, hair, makeup, beautiful. This girl face is always beat. She looks great, but that dress did not give satin. It gave coral, yes, but made out of velvet.
Mm. I
Right?
feel like
I was like,
Discord that first week when she was
uh,
gagged that nobody was living for her fit.
right? But see, this is how you know the outfit was bad because Nini was like, "Oh, I didn't make this one. I commissioned somebody else to make it," and I was like, "Girl, cause it's ugly."
She's not trying to take credit for it.
Uh,
I said, don't come for
right?
me, first of all.
so
Oh
we're
my God, I
on.
liked it.
So we're moving on to Ms. Vita Von T Star. This look, I like the idea and the concept of the look. I love the color. I love the hair, the makeup, the gloves. However, this dress was not fitting her body properly, especially around her hips. And the jewelry was there, but I was like, nothing else underneath was good. Right. And I was like, it's a boosted name for me.
Me, I think the way the satin shows like on the bottom half of the garment is like beautiful, right? Like the way it shows up on camera, like the shimmer of it is like gorge. The all the jewelry she has gorgeous, the color gorgeous, the hair color gorgeous. But yeah, the fit is just a tiny bit weird, like under her armpits here. There's nothing, I think the shape is all cute. I like the shape. But yeah, only because of that. No, no, she still get a Busti-AE for me. No. I was gonna say Busti Meh,
Okay.
but no, it's a Busti-AE. Because there's just too much that's good about it. One little thing I don't like is not a Busti now. So yeah, Busti-AE.
I liked it. I thought she looked beautiful. Green, that emerald green was stunning. I really like the way she looked in it, so it's a Bustier for me.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Darlene Mitchell, and I will give it a Bustine.
Mm,
I guess you
I
yeah.
did
hated
not
it.
like it. I not only I really didn't like the length, then she removed a part of it, and it was just an even shorter version of the dress that I didn't like already. The colors that she mixed were not a match for me, and just too much rushing. I didn't like this dress.
Mm, yeah,
Oh, damn.
I agree. I feel like the colors are pretty individually. Together, I don't think they work. I agree with you. Her hair matches the way the fabric bunches, so I think like that's okay. But it's a little mismatch. Like her sleeves, like those like black sleeves. I'm like, what is that? There's no other black. Like I don't understand what that is. Um, the bow that she has in
She
the
had it
back is
around her neck.
cute. Oh, was that it? Okay, so but still it's like this baby blue and the peach color and then I don't know, it just wasn't doing it for me. The blue itself, when she took off the skirt, I was like, okay, I guess that by itself is just better. But yeah, she gets a boosty nay for me.
You know, actually, I have to disagree with the both of y'all. This is
Mm,
actually cute. And all right, so you guys have devices in front of you guys right now, right? Go
yeah.
to Google right now, and I'm gonna
Oh
tell you,
girl,
right?
not you
Go to
making me do
Google,
homework.
right? Go to Google right now, and this is what you're gonna type in. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Big
Type in
booty bitches.
80s 80s prom dress,
Okay, girl, I
and
don't need
y'all
a
will
Google
see the
search for
reference
that.
there. I actually I felt like she hit the brief because when you look at a lot of 80s prom dress, especially prom dress, most of the
I mean,
times it
yeah.
was made out of satin. And this
Mm-hmm.
was the concept. So when she came out at first, I was like, there's something about it I like and looks familiar. And when she ripped off that bottom part, I was like, oh, it makes sense. Like I automatically got that reference. So for
Yeah.
that, I say Busti-AE.
Yes. Next up, we have Miss Mia Star. Mia
Mamma
Star
mia.
is yes, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia always looks like a star to me. I felt like this outfit was hiding her body a little bit though.
Yes.
I did
Mm-hmm.
want to see more Va Va Voom. I know the girl is known for giving Va Va Voom. She's known for giving body. She always got good titties. Um, once again, from the neck up, goddess. But this outfit in particular, and um, she said her drag mother made this outfit, right? I think that's what she had mentioned. She had mentioned that somebody
Yep.
constructed this outfit. I think she said her drag mother.
It was her drag
So,
mother.
kudos. Yeah, I'm glad that she's paying homage and she's doing something that was made in the family. I it's pretty and it's fully satin, so she's, fulfilling the challenge. But it was hiding too much for me. So, Busti meh.
Same for me. It's a Boosie man because I didn't hate it or loved it. She looked very pretty in it. There's sentimental value, the dress being made by her mother. And I feel that it had potential. I really like the back of it. but the
Oh
front,
yeah.
the bow was really big where I could not see anything else. So the proportion were a little off, but she looked beautiful and it had potential. So I didn't want to give it a yay or a nay. So it's a Busime for me.
It was a Busti-AE. It was ugly. You didn't see her shape in it, and she's wearing these like titty plates, and I can see them on your arm, baby girl, and the illusion is done. Like
Uh-huh.
it's not believable, right? So I
Oh
hated it. It's a Busti-AE. Oh,
damn.
and what Mia? We could fight. Mia likes to fight. I won't
All right.
squabble
You
this
better hope you don't
opportunity,
find her in the street.
right? But I love you, Mia. I love you.
She's gonna call you up and
Anyways,
she's gonna be
we
like, "This is for Detoxx."
anyways, we are moving on to Ms. Mikey Meeks. And actually I really love this dress. I love the satin like thing that's going over her on her arms. The only part I
Hmm.
didn't like about this dress was the bottom, the fishtail, which I wish it was a little more just like a full straight cut dress with the bow and then having those strings like tie into the bow and tie and wrapped around her head. But other than that, it was a bustier for me.
Yeah. The you're right. The like fishtail mermaid effect at the end was like a little weird, but I feel like there was kind of like that flowiness in the whole outfit, so it's almost excusable for me in my book. If the whole dress was like cinched and like really, everything was about body, 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 then I would be like, girl, fix that bottom. But it's kind of got this flowy effect. She's a bustier for me as well, and she looks stunning in her face. I thought this is some of the best makeup she's done so far.
She's a very pretty girl. She looks stunning as well. It's my opinion. But the dress, it was a lot of black. I'm sure. This is reminding me of what I mentioned about the previous dress. I think it's
Mhm.
leather, the black part, so it's what I see the most. But I see what she did with the satin, and it
Mhm.
looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's a Busti-AE for me. Next up, we have Athena Dion with
Mhm.
these hot pink satin number. It's a Busti-AE for me.
Mm.
Ooh. For me, I actually liked it because again, it goes back to that '80s prom dress theme. I feel like Athena's concept was more of like an updated '80s prom dress, where Darlene was more like '80s prom dress. But I still liked it. It was well made. So bustier.
Yeah, I agree. She still gets a bustier for me, but because by itself it is like well constructed, and I see the vision that she was going for. I agree, she did the 80s better than Darlene did, in my opinion. But it's not my favorite of the girls. It's not my favorite, but because she still did a good job at the particular outfit, I'm gonna give it a bustier. But she doesn't rank high for me in terms of what the runway looks
Okay.
gave. All right. Next up on the runway, we have Miss Kenya Pleaser. Let's talk about Miss Kenya for a second. So, we have Miss Kenya in what was it, like one of the first episodes, being like, I didn't have this outfit ready, da da da. She had something going on with like the fabric, she didn't have it all together. And now we got that same story again. She's like, my designer didn't come through in time, so luckily Jane gave me this leftover dress, this big ass coat, and she made an okay outfit out of it. Um, I I kind of hate that it's like Jane's leftovers though. I hate that story for her. Um, it is all satin. I love the afro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love her attitude. I love the way she walks in it. The outfit's just not my favorite. So Bustine. But I live for Miss Kenya. Live, live, live.
Can't please her, cannot please me. We hear what happened with her dress, and I am very impressed that she was able to pull this up. But you can tell that it was made, last minute. But the colors look wonderful on her. She's a
Oh yeah.
beautiful girl. Her hair and makeup are impeccable, but her dress did not please me. It was an A for me.
Mm.
Go off. You read that little girl. But
I love her though.
I
it
love
is.
We
Kendra.
love.
I can understand where the designers don't come in because sometimes these girls have like only a couple of weeks to get ready for Drag Race, and think about them making so many outfits, especially if you have like one designer trying to make everything. I can understand how things
Yes.
don't come
Yeah.
through. And by the way, it's the same thing for the promos where Vita Von T Star's outfit didn't make it for the promos, so we saw that look that she had, and we all see how she could sew. But
Yes.
I didn't give it a Busti-AE because I felt like that disqualified her. It wasn't an outfit that she brought. Yes, great thing. Jane had that. She was able to pull it together, but I was like, okay, whatever.
Boo.
And moving
That's a
on.
cop
That's
out.
what I felt.
You don't want to tell us how you
Um,
really feel about Miss Kenya.
oh no, I said it. I didn't like it. She didn't have nothing, and it doesn't get a Busti-AE because it is disqualified for me in my book. So
Okay.
it's not a cop out.
Don't do it.
But anyways, we are moving on to Miss Jane Don't, and I just feel like there's a lot going on. And this is like another week she has a bird. Like, what's your obsession with birds?
Another
But I
bird.
do must say those feathers were expensive.
Another bird.
It looked good.
But those feathers were expensive. So I
Hmm.
was like, okay. She gets a boosty. Yeah, for me. That's my boosty man. Because I was like, it was a lot going on.
It was a lot going on. For me, she gets a bustier. I mean, it's extravagant. Faces be it's a really intricate outfit, so she still gets a bustier. I just wish she wore it for the animal one. I was like, girl, why wasn't this the macaw? Like, this is more macaw now.
That's a great
Hmm.
point. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Even though I thought she looked beautiful, I liked it. I think that it paints a picture of what her concept and her looks are gonna be like, and I like that for her. She can rock it. She looks great. So I did give it Bustier, but I would admit that it is a lot. And I agree with the fact that maybe this is more of a bird than what she worked for that challenge. This is an actual bird.
Yeah, I
Work.
agree.
Yes, and for our last runway, we have Discord Adams in this satin newspaper number that I give a CA. I liked it.
Oh, word.
Really?
Really? She getting a bustier.
Christian, right the hood came out for you. You was like, oh word?
For what it's worth, I also liked her chair number, and nobody did. So take this with a grain of salt, right?
All right. Okay. No, because in that share number, I
Okay,
agree.
Miss
She was giving
Mama.
more share. That was one of my critiques. I feel like she was giving only share and no, what was the other one? Sarah Paulson. So yeah, she was giving share for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a boosty nay for me. Oh, this is something I had to say about Discord. I like when she smiles. When she finished the runway and she walked over her own train and then she left and she smiled, I was like, that's a pretty bitch. Where is she though? Because she's trying to, I feel like she's trying to be this like serious, like Balenciaga model, and
Yes.
she's not. I'm like, go be kooky, goofy bitch. Because you look good doing that. I honestly think she
Yes.
has a nice smile. So,
Yes, I
you know,
agree.
her personality, I think her potential personality gets a bustier for me. Um, this is a boosty meh is the look for me because it's like kind of like avant-garde a little bit, and I'm like, okay, that's a little bit interesting, but it's not for me.
There's definitely a high fashion aspect to her looks that I see.
Yeah.
So that is probably why I liked it. This is not something that could be worn in any other situation than this highway, this runway. But maybe you can bring it into the highway too.
Um,
Yes, I want to see this in the
wow.
highway.
Yeah, when it came to Discord, I hated it. I hated it. It was ugly. It looked very trashy. I think she was trying to give that. Did you guys see the new Cruella Deville with Emma Watson? No, what's her name?
Mm.
Emma Rob. No, what's her name? Emma. Oh my god, what's her name? Anyways, the new Cruella de Vil movie that's on Disney Plus,
It take you
where
that
she
long to
did
find it?
that. Yeah, I don't know her name is, but when she looked like Cruella when she did that garbage dress, but I was just like, oh girl, it was still not cute. I didn't like it. I also hated the walk,
Name is
so for that she
Adams.
gets a boosty.
All right. So we got through everybody's runway. We come back from commercial break, and now the talent show has begun. First up for
Mhm.
part one, we have Sierra Mist with her bones and muscle reveal poem. It was very dark. It was very dark. At first, though, I was living for it. I was like, ooh, bitch, this is some serious stuff. The girls weren't living for it as much. It was a big risk, but I thought it was like crazy in a cool way. So I was kind of living for it. What do you think?
Um, the only thing I loved about this performance was the outfit. The second outfit because I felt like even the reveals weren't cute. And I think when Megami did her number that says "Protect Queer Art," I think this is what she was talking about. But and I also didn't get the
Mhm.
message either at first, so it was an A. It was a boosty A for me. Like, mm-mm.
So what did you think about Miss Sierra's performance, Francisco?
I think that the way that she looked distract me from her number. Her outfits were great, even with the reveals. So I could not take in the words that she was saying, really. I thought it was pretty serious. It seemed like that. But I just kept looking at her. So it really took me watching on top to understand the story behind it. And of course, I liked it after I heard that. But as I was watching it, I couldn't really understand what was happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was paying attention to her
Yeah.
words that much either. So, anyway, next up in the talent show, we have Miss Juicy Dion. Miss Juicy Dion did her damn thing out there. She came out in her best Megan robot drag, and she tore that shit the fuck up. She was backflipping and she was lip syncing and she was dum 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 dum. She was killing it. Yeah, she definitely showed the fuck out with this one. Detoxx, your thoughts?
What I'm gonna say is yes. We all know Juicy is an amazing dancer. We get it. She's a dancer. And
Mm-hmm.
I felt like she should have just came out and danced because there were parts of it where she was not doing the lip sync. And the only reason why y'all didn't know is because the camera cut it away. Because I think the thing with Juicy, and I've watched her performances, like when she's like performing outside in clubs, she forgets to do the lip sync and she focuses more on the dance. And I saw that in this challenge. Like, yes, her were great, but I also feel like there was a certain energy that was missing from this performance for me. Like, yes, when it comes to again dancing, she has it hands down, but I I don't know, there was a disconnection that she was
Yeah,
not bringing to the stage for me. So that performance was a boosty nay.
yeah, I
I'm just
hear
kidding. No,
you. I
it
did
was a
want her to
boosty meh.
smile a little bit
Great
more.
dancer, great dancer.
Yeah, Francisco.
Say that again.
I said Francisco.
I really loved it. It was great. A great performance.
Why are
Beautiful
you laughing?
gowns.
He was
Because he said Francisco. And I'm like, what? Like, you're saying what you're supposed to be doing. All right. All right.
Makoto.
okay. What do you think about Miss Juicy Francisco?
I loved it. It was a great performance. It was pretty impressive to see all of her moves, and her outfit was great too. It went with the theme of everything. It was great. Yeah, I loved it.
Good
Agreed.
work.
Next up, we got Miss Nini Coco, another dancer queen. As we talked about before, she came through with that praying mantis number that she went viral for. It was like 4 point something million views. Um, it was very fun for me. Her performance was very charactery. I love that praying mantis outfit. The face beat for the gods, so flawless. It was fun. It was a very fun number for me, and it was very like storytelling. I love a story number. What do you think, Detox?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this performance because yes, it's something that she may have done before, but I don't think she did it exactly like this. Um, it was the outfit was amazing. I loved it, and the thing about it is like we saw that she did a round off hand back spring or whatever you call it, triple set cartwheel boom flick. We saw that she did
Mm-hmm.
that, and the other girls were like, "Oh, this Juicy is not the only one that could do that." So I really enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
it. What about you, Francisco?
It was a fun performance. I was glad to get to see it. Everybody was talking about this performance, and it worked out. It was great. I love the storytelling behind it as well, and she looked marvelous. I think this outfit goes along with what she's worn previously. So
Oh,
I
like a
love when a
bug.
princess shows. Yes, it looked like a frog, maybe a poisonous frog.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that poison dart frog outfit. That was also fierce.
Yes, I love
Mm-hmm.
that. It was the most fun number for me.
Okay. Work.
Agreed. It was the most fun number. Next up, speaking of fun numbers, next up we have Miss Vita Von Teese. Um, I'm being sarcastic when I say that. Here are my thoughts about Miss Vita's number. It was satisfactory. She was not wearing heels, and her energy was not high, and I think it was all on purpose. I think she was purposefully trying to be safe and not setting the bar high because she did not want the girls to be like, Miss Vita can't do well twice. Put her down at the bottom. So I think she purposefully did something safe so that the girls could be like, Vita was fine. I know she's fierce, but this week she didn't do fine. It was strategy. What do you think, Detox?
No, Francisco, you go. Cause you look like you're burdened to say something.
I
Francisco,
wouldn't say
join
she
the chat.
succeeded if she wanted to be safe. It made us think that she is not a threat because I was so disappointed. This was probably the person that I was looking forward the most to, and I did not understand her number. I'm not even gonna comment on her looks or the fact that she had sneakers on stage. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. But her number was the energy was too low. I was gagged and confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not like this performance. Um, and she just did not have any energy, and it was so boring. And you know, the thing that she was trying to do, I think it's called J setting, where you do the boom, boom,
Yeah,
like, and you know what the because I used to watch stuff like the Prancing Elite, like you're supposed to have way much more energy with that, and I could see that she was doing it, and she had the right
exactly.
moves. She just did not have the energy. Um, and yeah, girl, RuPaul just told a girl on stage 2 weeks ago, why are you wearing sneakers? I mean, why are you wearing flats? And then you're gonna go on the runway and do flats? And I'm like, Vita, you know better.
No, Miss Thing is not
Mm.
stupid. She's not stupid. I think she did it all on purpose. And I'm gonna say something a little bit shady.
I
Did you
really
guys
hope so.
notice? Did you guys notice that the dumbbells, they had, I believe they had cookies on either side of it?
Hmm.
We
Did you guys
did.
notice that?
I did.
It
It
did,
didn't make it
right?
any better.
Here's what I'm gonna
We
say
did.
about
So
those
it.
cookie dumbbells. There is a queen that I know, and I don't know if Vita Von Teese is part of the Atlanta Girls circuit or if she has friends out there, but there is a queen that
She
I'm
is.
very good friends with in Atlanta, Georgia. Her name is Cookie Delight. And Miss Cookie Delight is also a fitness instructor, and she includes a lot of fitness numbers in her numbers. And she has a song about being Miss Cookie, Miss Cookie. She's sweeter than a chocolate. And when I saw this number, I said, bitch, I texted Miss Cookie right away and I was like, did you watch this episode already? So I'm putting that out there in the universe. I'm putting that out there on the YouTubes. And I'm putting on record right now that I feel like Miss Vita took a little bit of inspiration from one of Miss Cookie's numbers in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Vita may have stolen that from Cookie because I know Vita she be down there down south. So maybe we're gonna get Miss Cookie on.
I know, we're gonna have to get Miss Cookie on the show, see how she feels about it. Next up, we have Darlene Mitchell doing her little Dolly Parton the Builder number. It was like mid-tier for me. I did like the whole it felt like it was like a Barbie dream house almost, where it was like she was like cartoony and she had like big set pieces and stuff. That was cute. I liked that. The production of it. Her number was like not as exciting to me as the other girls. She had more energy than Vita though, but it was mid-tier for me. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the best and it wasn't the worst. Yeah.
What do you think,
Detox.
Francisco?
I thought it was high energy as well. It was cohesive with what her looks and her concept as a queen is. I didn't dislike it. It wasn't my favorite, but I thought she did a good job. It's kind of, I feel it's one of those, if you get it, you get it. I probably don't, but I see her. I don't think it was a bad number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, work. I liked it because it was very. I liked the comedy moments. I think it was really cute. I did wish she had more interactive tools with her. Like I wanted to see her like really like camp it up with those like big tools and bring them
Or
out and
props.
bring out a big screw. Which we saw that she had screws on her earrings. And I was like, I wish she had a big one and try to like screw it somewhere. Um,
Yeah.
I think it was really funny. So I liked it.
Okay. Last up for this week, and it's a big one, Miss Mama Mia Star. I thought Miss Mia turned it the fuck out. It was the Mia Star halftime show in this bitch. I mean, she was a great performer to close out the talent show. The titties were bouncing, her moves were on fire, and she really gave us like a VMA performance. It was giving VMAs,
Someone said it,
100%.
and I agree with that. This was a really good performance. You had Zara Larsson, which is a pop star, just dancing to it. It was very entertaining. It felt like watching an established pop star just giving us a show. It was a great performance.
Agreed.
Yeah, I also agree as well. It was a really cute performance. Like she was given pop star, she was given yes, girl. I performed at the VMAs. I've performed at the Super Bowl. I've performed in all the music videos, and I think what solidified it for me was like all the girls. You saw that they were like all jumping up and like yes, like each and every single one of them.
Hmm.
Even Discord was like, girl, that performance with everything. Like she really ate it up, right? But
Ooh.
it was really cute, and I was like, okay, girl, this is I wanted to see this. Um. So, anyways, now RuPaul tells the girls that the judges will not be judging them, and it will be time for their Raider Queen. So I think this is where we should give our Raider Queens and see where they fall on our list. And
Hmm.
then we see who our tops and the bottoms will be. All right, so
Okay.
I think this is how I rated mines, right? And I have them written down. So I'm probably going to put up a chart up here somewhere. So for the first spot, I gave it to Mamma Mia. The second spot, I gave it to Nini Coco. The third spot, I gave it to Juicy. Then the fourth spot, I gave to Darlene. The fifth spot, Sierra. And then number 6 is Vita. So, Francisco, I want to know how your Raider Queen went.
Very similar to yours with a little twist. My number one was Mia Star, of course. My number two, Juicy. Number three, Nini Coco. That's where I switched it up a little bit. Number four, Darlene Mitchell. Number five, Sierra. And number six, Vita.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Christian?
I actually put Vita as my number one. I'm just playing. Um, my number one was so my top spot, very similar. My top spot was Mia, and then it went to Nene, and then it went to Juicy, and then it went to Darlene, and then Sierra, and then Vita.
Oh, okay. So based on our ranking, our, the person who's clearly winning this is Mia Star,
Yeah.
and does not need to be a double win or no top two, but it's definitely Mia Star. And if there was to be a top two, it would be Mia Star, and Nene Coco. Because out of us, two of us chose Nene to be in the top, and
Mhm.
our bottom queen would be Vita, because we all chose Vita to be in the bottom. Oh
Yeah.
wow!
I
Which,
do
as we
like
see,
Nene's more
that is
than
a little bit different.
I was saying that I like Nene's performance more than Juicy because I felt like it was more entertaining. Like they were both high energy, high quality, but Nene just had more story, and that for me is better.
Mhm. Yeah, I live for that. Um, yeah. But anyways, as we could see, the judges did not agree. They had Mia Star and Juicy Love Dion as the top girls of the week, and Ciara Miss as the bottom queen. Which I don't think. I think what saved Vita is the friends that she have on the other side, and they see it more for her because her performance was not better than Ciara.
Hmm.
I don't think so either.
Hmm.
I think what saved Vita
So
was that
as we
she did a
know,
number.
yeah, a very boring number. And as we know, Ciara is going to lip sync next week for whomever is going to be in the bottom. And this week we got to see one of the best lip syncs on Drag Race history against Juicy and Mia. And you know what I'm gonna say about Mia? She looked like an older auntie trying to shake them titties and dance.
Well, she did
But
that.
she was amazing. Right, she was amazing, and when she took her jacket off, the titty was just like bouncing, bouncing, and I was like, "Wait, so now y'all love titties, but when Miss Mandy Mango was doing it, y'all didn't love it? Clock
Say
it,
that. Say that.
clock it."
Say that. Somebody said on
Mm-hmm.
another episode or a confession or something, they were like, or I forgot where I heard it. Somebody was like, since when on Drag Race herstory is titties not funny? In a comedy challenge, nonetheless. Like, in what world was no one ever entertained by titties? Now all of a sudden this girl does titties and they're like, it just wasn't the character. Bitch, it's Drag Race. It's always the character. Anyway, regardless.
Yeah, you said it. And I called it as well. The best lip sync this season so far. Haven't seen the rest, and I know this is the best we're gonna see. I was very excited to see this placement, so I see both of them battling, and that was a battle. This was great. Titties looked great. And I was
Mm.
very happy with it. It was a great number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Work. So we see that they definitely both killed it, and we have not one winner, but two winners. They both win, which, I think Mia should have gotten the win a little bit more because,
Hmm.
I don't know, I just think she should have gotten the win a little bit more, but both of them are winning, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at it. They both did great. Do you guys think about it should have been a tie, or should one win over the other?
No, no tie. I'm not a fan of ties on Drag Race. Sorry. I'm just not here for it.
Yeah, same here. I'm only okay with a tie if we're gonna give them the same amount of money and not splitting the prize. Definitely Mia deserved it more in my eyes. But we all know Juicy is the favorite. You know, she's gonna win the um
What she's gonna win the
Yes,
season?
she is the
Forgot the
favorite.
queen's name right now. The Georges Award.
Uh,
Oh yes, she is very
oh,
much the
Juicy's the
Georges of this
Georges of the
season.
season.
Yeah,
I was
but
pickled trying to remember her name. I love Georges, and RuPaul definitely loves her, and I feel that Juicy has that position now. So I think that makes sense why she was up there. But Mia definitely killed that lip
yeah.
sync for me.
Mhm.
Look, if they could choose between Alyssa Edwards and
Yeah.
Tatiana lip sync, they could have chosen a winner for this one too.
No, they didn't choose between Alyssa and Tatiana. They both stayed.
Oh, damn.
Yes, that was
Well,
a double win.
Yeah.
well, fuck my drag.
Yeah. But anyways, yep, they both won, and I also agree with Francisco. I wish they both got $5,000, but you know, a win is a win, even if they gotta split it. And look, they're like in the same family. That's our auntie. So congratulations to Miss Mia Star and Miss Juicy Love Dion.
Yes,
Woo!
congratulations to them both.
Um,
Fantastic job.
so for next week, we see the other half of the cast is going to compete. Um, and let's see who again is in week two. In week two is gonna be Jane, Kenya, Mikey, Athena, and Discord. So who do you think is gonna be the top two from that week, and who do you think is gonna be in the bottom?
Top two for that week, I'm gonna call Jane Don't and Athena Dion.
Oh, so who do you think is gonna be in the bottom, Francisco?
I hate to put them in this position now without watching them, but based on what I've seen, possibly Kenya, please sir, and um either Discord or Mikey.
Okay. And Christian, who is your top two that you're gonna think of next for next week?
Huh. You know, I might not like this girl on the runway, Discord, but Discord is a musician, and I feel like Discord might turn out like a rock star moment. Maybe. We will see. We'll see. I think the tops could be Discord and Athena. Because I feel like Athena's gonna come with like a Mamma Mia like dancing queen thing. And then the bottoms like could be Mikey Meeks and Kenya.
Um, yeah. So my bottoms for next week, it's going to honestly be. I think I'm gonna say Discord. I think Discord's gonna be the bottom for next week. I think Christian, you might disagree, and I think the top two is probably gonna be Athena and maybe Kenya. I feel like Athena and Kenya because they have the votes on their side, and it is called Reign of Queen. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens next week. But before we go, I'm gonna ask this question. I mean, ask it: Who is going to win RuPaul's Drag Race? And you only need to pick one person, not two people. Not giving, not saying it could be this person. One person, no top two, just one. Christian, who do you think is gonna win?
I think Vita's gonna win.
And what about you, Francisco? Who do you think is gonna win the season?
I can only give an opinion based on what we saw
Yes,
this week.
you need to give one person. One person.
So I'm gonna go with Mia Star.
Okay. And I still think Jane Don't is gonna win the season.
I don't.
I think it's gonna be Jane Don't. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching another review of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, episode 5, with Christian and our special guest Francisco. Before we go, Francisco, tell us, where can we find you on social media? If you want to put that out there.
Of course, I would. You can find me on Instagram. I go by Makuto Papi. On my bio, you'll find a link with a little bit more of my music mixing project. The goes from house music, Afro rhythms, and my Caribbean heritage. So definitely check it out. Makuta Papi.
Okay,
Yes.
work. And you can find me on most of everywhere. Just type in DetoxxBustiAE, which is DetoxxBusti_AE. And Christian, where can we find you?
If my video's working correctly and my audio's working correctly, you can find me at The Christian Rez on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, work. I was just like going along with that. Just hopefully, like we got it all recorded and good.
I I think I said Afro dysphoric.
I think you did say Afro-dysphoric, and I was like, ooh, girl.
I was like, what?
She's not
I meant to
short,
say
she's
Afro
Afro.
diasporic. Diasporic. Okay,
We'll put
wait.
a
I need to
we'll put a
practice how to say this word.